Welcome to everyone, guys. Well, I told you that I'm going to elaborate this more. I'm going to have a more detailed video, but right now I just got back of the match, and I have to say that Jiri Prochazka is going to be and new. So I really have to back up everything I'm telling right now. Jiri Prochazka really much had a hard way through the UFC. He proved himself in some other promotions, and believe it or not, I'm following this guy for pretty much very long period of time. I was following Jiri Prochazka for more than 8 years, and since his first appearance, I knew that this guy is a big prospect. I knew that it's never going to be easy to make something big, especially in some very hard promotions, like for example Rising, etc. And many people were heavily criticizing me after I said that Jiri Prochazka is going to dethrone everybody, and especially in that first match against Volkanos Demir, people were pretty much confident that I'm making a mistake, that I'm a guy who literally knows nothing on this sport. And yeah, they were true about one thing. They were true that I know way more than they initially thought. That was their problem. In Serbia, you have a problem because majority of people know everything, and they are always smarter than you. They are always better than you, and they always know what's gonna happen, what's it gonna be, what it was, etc. Unlike at the end of the day, majority of them were saying like Jiri Prochazka, no way, he's gonna get flattened, he's gonna get destroyed. And for me, Jiri Prochazka really is going to be and new, because at the end of the day, when we start discussing Jiri Prochazka, we must be confident that the guy comes from Rising, and in Rising, it's never easy to outwork so many great names. After that punch loss to Muhammad Laval, Jiri Prochazka bounced back with so many wins, more than 10 wins, and it's never easy to destroy Vadim Nemkov, never easy to destroy Satoshi Ishii. These guys were the sour cream of the MMA, and also Mark Daniels was good. Karl Albrechtsson, he was also good, and you mustn't ignore the fact that Rising FC, that Rising FC. So I got to say that Jiri Prochazka is probably one of the greatest talents. Many people neglected the importance of Rising FC. They underestimated that promotion because rounds in Rising FC bases itself on old Pride rules, and Pride rules were kind of different. As in Pride rules, you were having like 10-minute round and 2 5-minute rounds, which means you had to be physically very well prepared. The problem was because Pride rules are more for strikers, and good grappler could have given Jiri a hard time, because in Pride FC you can kick to the head of the grounded opponent, and these rules were pretty much good for Jiri Prochazka with his odd fighting style. It was something he really enjoyed, and his odd fighting style was really much of a big problem for a majority of the opponents. And Jiri Prochazka, at the end of the day, really much fought his way through Rising, fighting some of the greatest names on the planet. And at the end of the day, Jiri was the demolisher. It was a demolition magician for Jiri Prochazka, and Jiri fought some powerful names. For example, let me just quote you. CB Dolovic was a former UFC name. Fabio Maldonado, there's no need to talk about him. Jiri, very big name. Jiri also avenged Muhammad Laval loss, and he also stop Brandon Halsey, Jake Hume, Bruno Enrique Capelozza. Man, that guy Capelozza is also fighting in elite promotion. So I'm pretty much sure that people are going to say that I think way much ahead, but I'm pretty much confident. That Jirka Prochazka can make a serious mess in this division, as he was number 5 who turned the lights out on number 3. And even if he loses, Jirka Prochazka is a super entertaining fighter to watch, and he is definitely one of the biggest names in this sport. Whatever he does, Jirka Prochazka will always stay one of the most entertaining fighters that have ever competed in this lovely sport. Hey, Uncle Dave Zilla, yeah, I am wonderful, čudesno. So he will always stay one of the most entertaining names in this sport. First of all, Jirka is very marketable because Czech Republic didn't have such a good fighter. They had like Lucia Pudilova in the UFC. They had David Dvorak, but Jirka is a brawler, and Jirka will give everything he can to try to outwork everybody in his way, and he will be fighting until the last dying breath, as well as you know. Jirka will definitely be fighting until the last dying breath. Jiri and Giga were amazing last night. That's true, man. That's true, and especially Jirka, when he saw that he won't be able to destroy Dominic Reyes with his violent punches, Jirka decided to switch tactics and to go with violent elbows and slashing elbows. It's designed to crack through the guard, and these lovely shots were designed to hurt. So these great shots were pretty much designed to hurt. Jan hits way harder, no way. I am a big fan of Jan Blachowicz, but simply this time, Jirka turned the lights out on Dominic Reyes, and I was like, I expected a stoppage. I said if the fight advances into later rounds, I watched Jirka at Rising. He was finishing early on, so his cardio was questionable. Dominic Reyes planned to fight in a chess match, but he has best spin elbow all time, absolutely. He planned to participate in a chess match, but you can't play a chess game against Jirka Prochazka because Jirka Prochazka is a brawler. He will play his own chess game, and he will fight the way he wants. He doesn't accept your rules because that's just not gonna be Jirka. Jirka has his own rule set, which will probably destroy everybody because there is only one rule when you fight Jiri Prochazka, and it's Jiri's rule. And yeah, right now the match with Alexander Rakic is inevitable. Tomorrow I'm gonna make a more detailed thread, but I got back a bit earlier from the match, so I have to elaborate this problem. But I have to say that this could be a pretty much massive problem for Jiri Denizli, for everybody who fights Jiri, because to defeat Jiri, you have to be wiser than him. Yeah, Rakic is gonna lose that fight. I definitely agree. Jan is much more defensively sound, but the pace and pressure Jiri brings is crazy. Yeah, the potential and the pressure are simply out of this world, and with such a level of pressure, I'm pretty much sure that Jiri is going to give every single fighter a hard time, because even at the worst moments of Reyes' career, I haven't seen Reyes retreating so much. I haven't seen Reyes fighting so much defensive, and it was a very much big way. It was a very much big way to go for Jiri Denizli Prochazka, as Jiri Denizli Prochazka really did one of the best jobs in the history of this competition. He turned the lights out on Volkan Oezdemir, but Jiri is a chinny guy. He can handle a hit against Dominic Reyes. He really ate some bombastic punches to the face, and he wasn't even rocked. I think Blagoy Ivanov would be jealous of his violent chin and his ability to hit the most powerful strikes is just stunning, because Jiri fights like he's out of this world, like he's a totally new fighter, totally new blood. Never seen the guy doing it on such a high level, and never seen a guy being so powerful. Jiri is he ate two up kicks, and these were very much brutal and violent up kicks that landed clean on Jiri's head. But again, Slavic boys do his best. Hello, Eric. But at the end of the day, now that fight against Alexander Rakic is gonna get unlocked. Alexander Rakic took part in a technical affair against Thiago Moreto Santos. I'm pretty much sleepy because I slept only 2 hours. When I finish this stream, I'm going to sleep. But he took part in a very much technical affair against Moreto Santos. But with Jiri, there is no technical affair. There is simply no technical affair because he is offensive, he is defensive at the same time. And Jiri is definitely going to put on a show this time. Whoever he fights next, win or lose, that's going to be the most entertaining fight that has ever happened, just like the fight with Volkan Oezdemir, just like the fight with Dominic Reyes. He knocked out some of the best names in the division. Yeah, he looked pretty much scary, I agree. And he looked like, this new hairstyle. It's pretty much giving him... kind of reminds me of a song, You Give Love a Bad Name. That should be the trademark of Jiri Prochazka. He is a very much of a good guy in real life, but a real destroyer in the ring. A real destroyer in the ring, and probably one of the hardest hitters in the division. I actually think Prochazka is having a lot more to prove, and I see Prochazka as one of the greatest prospects in the game still. I'm kind of sure that more big challenges are coming for Prochazka, and I'm pretty much sure that Prochazka is going to shut down many other fighters. Many other fighters are going to have massive problem with one of the greatest fighters. What am I talking? With the best fighter in the history of Czech Republic. The Czech Republic has never had a better fighter than Jiri Prochazka, and Jiri is a real demolition magician. Every time Jiri fights, it's definitely a war. Do you think he has a better chance, Jan or Rakic, against him? Probably Jan. Rakic is going to get shut down. Definitely Rakic will try to fight tactically, so that's simply not going to work. Against Jiri, you cannot fight tactically. The only way to fight Jiri is to fight the way he wants, the way he accepts, to accept his pressure game and to try to parry his pressure game, which is definitely not going to be easy. No matter who you fight, no matter who your next opponent is, Jiri is definitely going to give you a hard time. Jiri is good and exciting, but he has zero defense and zero ground game. Not as high on him as everyone else is. We will see. He actually proved pretty much fair ground defense against Dominic Reyes when he scrambled up and got back on his feet. That's something I wasn't expecting much, but rising rolls on the other side, rising rolls are kind of different, and they protect strikers more. You can kick the grounded opponent to the head, which kind of brings more value to the strikers. But if you're a grappler, that doesn't leave you much options. That is not going to leave you much options, especially in the fight, especially if you're not a superb wrestler. So every fighter with kind of medium wrestling, and every fighter who is not ready to eat numerous strikes, he will not be ready to fight Jirka. He will definitely not be ready to fight Jirka, but Jirka will probably try to advance forward, and he will probably try to deconcentrate everybody. 205 is the best now that Jones left. Absolutely. 205 is definitely the best tier at the moment, and even 145 is not that strong. I kind of heard that Zabit is retiring. Nobody knows whether it's true or not, but could be some good. And Reyes was good last night. That's what's scary about Jiri. Yeah, Reyes was actually having one of the best matches of his whole life, and even he wasn't that good against Jones. I was impressed. Expected more from Reyes, though. Actually, this was one of the best performances I've ever seen from Reyes. Even a better performance than against John Jones, but against Jirka, that's something whole new differently. I was never too high on Reyes. Yeah, I remember you were not. I remember you were like giving modest chances to everybody. So that sounded cool. I was very much high on Jirka, and I'm still high on Jirka. I was pretty much confident at that, and when people were laughing at my face, telling that Vlad is insane, I was just saying, okay, let's wait, take the sky ride with me, and you'll see. And they took the sky ride with me, and they saw what happened. Jiri is probably gonna fight Rakic, and he will have to keep this fight. I think this fight is gonna be stopped before the final bell. I think Rakic goes down. I mean, I know many people on Balkan Peninsula are going to troll me here now, but go for it, trolls. I don't care. This guy is probably going down. And Jirka on the other side, Jirka is having bright future in the UFC, and after that, he's probably going to fight for the title. I assume against Jan Blachowicz or against some other guy. Maybe Blachowicz loses the title, but I don't see anybody at the moment who could dethrone Jan Blachowicz. I right now don't see anybody who could be able to dethrone Jan Blachowicz, but no way Serbian KO Jiri then Nagano. No. There's no way Rakic is going to knock out Jirka Prochazka because Jirka's awkward style is kind of tricky. Rakic's most powerful strike is that left high kick, which is not going to happen. That can't happen because Jiri protects like this and he's holding his hand. He's holding his hand against the chin. Yeah, Jiri will finish Rakic, absolutely. Absolutely, he will finish Rakic. Jiri is always ready to fight, and he has that look in his eyes, He has the look of a killer in his eyes as well as, that look of a killer. That look of a killer is bringing Jiri a special dimension, especially in this competition. He is definitely having a special dimension, and that's the reason why Jirka Prochazka is one of the best fighters in the division, and that's one of the reasons why I think Jirka is going to be the future of this division. Why I think Czech Republic is going to have its new champion. Jiri best beard in UFC. Julian Marquez is going to get angry if he sees what you wrote. But yeah, I agree that Jiri is the best beard. He took a clean shot yesterday from Reyes and kept coming forward. Yeah. He took many clean shots and kept advancing. So that's also one of his great trademarks. Don't be surprised by that. It was definitely a wonderful way to go for Jirka Prochazka, and he has what it takes to become the new champ. Tomorrow I will have a bit of a longer stream. I will probably announce it probably at 1 p.m. Eastern time. I will elaborate in details. Why Jirka Prochazka has what it takes to become a new champion, and I will also say that Jiri is a guy on the roll. Believe me, Jiri is a guy on the roll, and Jiri will definitely enjoy here. He will definitely become the emperor of the division really much soon after that victory over Rakic, potentially KO victory over Rakic. He will have to get that fight for the belt. Jan versus Glover, that's a big question. Who's gonna win? But right now, at the moment, I don't know. I'm still gonna pick Jan. That's gonna be a fight to watch because Jan is fighting on a whole different level. But Jirka will make us enjoy in a very much entertaining match. I can just imagine how Reyes looks today after beating me. I can't imagine, nor I want to. Anyway, tomorrow at I will have another stream where I will discuss why Jiri Prochazka is the future of light heavyweight division. It's gonna be a bit longer stream. I will discuss for like an hour and a half. But today I was at the match today. I was having a bit much of the obligations, and unfortunately, I'm pretty much tired. So tonight I can't discuss, but tomorrow I will announce the stream right now in my community, and you will see why I think that Jiri Prochazka is the future of this division. Why I think he will be the future belt owner. Why I think he will. Hello, sir. Why I think he will become the first ever Czech MMA or UFC champion. I really believe Jiri Prochazka is going to be the champ of UFC. This year he is taking the belt, and this year Czech Republic is going to have the greatest success of their MMA. So catch you later, guys. I will continue challenging John Morgan. I will record tomorrow, I hope, a video where I will try to elaborate 5 potential outcomes in the fight between John Morgan and me. Please stay tuned, and tomorrow you will pretty much enjoy, or the day after tomorrow in that lovely video. I'm gonna record it with style. John Morgan can't hide, but I can continue challenging. Goodbye, everyone.